Pirate Winery, a Minnesotan family. Pirate Winery, this is our home.
What's up, guys? Spenny. Ilhan Omar was attacked last night when some doofus got up and sprayed her with apple cider vinegar out of a syringe. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, the common and harmless household cooking and cleaning product was sprayed at Ilhan Omar, and there still is absolutely no explanation as to why. Many people are saying that it is staged, including the President of the United States, who says he wouldn't be surprised if Ilhan Omar probably had herself sprayed in the syringe attack. Protect Trump at all costs. We will never get another one. Trump says, I don't think about her. I think she's a fraud. She probably had herself sprayed, knowing her. Well, a lot of people are responding to this controversy saying this attack is as fake as Ilhan Omar's winery. And the reason they're saying that is because we exposed Ilhan Omar's 100% fake winery, provable, by the way, in court, that Ilhan Omar is claiming millions of dollars of assets against. It's very odd accounting, very crazy levels of fraud going on here. That doesn't make any sense, and we discovered the ghost winery based on her congressional reports. Now, a couple of quick things here before we dive into why we know this is fake, because we've done our investigation, we've called the winery, we've seen it, we've pulled the paperwork, and we've pulled the lawsuits, and you can see all of it here. But what is a Muslim? You know, she wears a hijab and everything, is practicing Muslim. What is she doing owning a winery? Can Muslims drink wine? This is a good question. No, Muslims are not allowed to drink wine or any form of alcohol, according to mainstream Islamic teaching. Okay. Can Muslims own wineries? No, Muslims are not permitted to own wineries or any business involved in producing, selling, or profiting from alcohol, according to mainstream Islamic teaching. It's a little it's odd there. So what's going on with Ilhan Omar and her winery? We investigated. This has since gone viral and made international news. Here you go. I just investigated Ilhan Omar's official financial disclosures, and what I found was so dark and criminal. I don't know how she gets out of this without going to jail. Have a look at this. Here's Ilhan Omar's financial disclosure from the Congressional Record, year 2023. I want to bring your attention to this company right down here, Est Cru LLC. This is a winery in Santa Rosa, California. It's not doing that well. The total value of the winery is listed at $15,000, and Ilhan Omar's barely making any money off of it at all. Hardly enough to pay a parking ticket. Okay, that's fine. Nothing really mysterious there. Businesses fail all the time. But go ahead and look at her filing for 2024, and you'll find that Est Cru Winery, the same company in the same location, is now worth $5 million. That's incredible, up from $15,000. And now Ilhan Omar's making enough to pay rent. So this must be one of the most successful companies ever. Let's go ahead and check in on this winery. You know, maybe we could buy some wine. I like wine. Why not? Let's see if we can buy some Est Cru Winery. Here's Est Cru's social media Facebook page. You'll see here that the last post, oh no, was in 2023. Wasn't this the year that they were supposed to, you know, go really big and make Ilhan Omar millions of dollars? Same thing on their Instagram, and they don't have an X. So let's go ahead and check their official website. What is Est Cru? We are winemakers and memory curators. Okay, Est Cru Winery has a bunch of brands that's led by these people, creators of eye-catching labels. So I'm sure I can go and get some of their wine, right? Well, they don't have any activities here, so maybe I could just go to their location and buy some of their wines, or maybe give them a call. Let's try and go to their location here. This is the Google Street View of Est Cru Winery, and what you'll find here is an empty parking lot. Doesn't actually look like an operational business. Certainly isn't the same name. So, okay, let's go ahead and give them a call. See if maybe they pick up. Let's go ahead and call the number on the webpage. Let's go ahead and give them a call and find out. Oh no, user busy. Let's try that, okay. Well, I've done this like 20 times today. Okay, so that didn't work. Is there any wine in this wine company? Is there anything about wines? Because I see like stuff about events, but like, what is this exactly? Aren't you supposed to sell wine at your wine company? Where are your wines? Oh, there are no wines. You want to know why? Because this is a fake company. Rep. Ilhan Omar's husband accused of swindling investors in their California winery. They stole millions from cannabis growers. You can see here's the lawsuit right here, saying that Tim Minette, who's Ilhan Omar's third husband, no relation, swindled his investors and defrauded them. How did Minette get this relationship? Well, the current Attorney General of Minnesota, Keith Ellison, used to work for him. Isn't that curious? Keith Ellison, the same guy who refuses to look into any of the Somali fraud. So this company was sued for being a fraudulent company. And the New York Post says the exact same thing, as the House is now probing the mystery of Ilhan Omar's skyrocketing wealth. They said that Ilhan Omar went from being one of the poorest members of Congress, worth negative $65,000, to being one of the richest, worth $30 million. Here's a rare photo of one of their wines that they allegedly made, The Devil's Lie. But the entire company is actually a lie. It's not a lie to Ilhan Omar, though, because she's able to list an enormous amount of her income and an enormous amount of her net worth to this fake winery. This winery is not worth $5 million. The winery doesn't even exist. It's fake. It's fraudulent. They need to investigate this right now. This is a lie. And maybe, just maybe, it's the devil's lie. The devil's lie, ladies and gentlemen, is precisely what's going on with Ilhan Omar and this business. Ilhan Omar and, well, her husband was sued by the investors, claiming that they defrauded them of millions of dollars. This has been widely reported, although not many people know about it. The fake winery, it's a very, very shady business. But something else is shady that we found in our research is that not only is the world talking about the fake winery, now even Forbes is leading with it. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation about it. Newsmax did a full report on it as well.
$15,000 and $50,000. But on her financial affidavit from a year later, that same winery was listed at a value of between $1 and $5 million. Just real quick. Why does a Muslim own an alcohol company? I thought that wasn't a thing in Islam. Anyway, it gets weirder. Up until yesterday, Benny Johnson was able to find their supposed inventory bottles and all the things they had, their office location, and a bunch of other information on the business. But as of today, those sites are totally shut down, and any mention of their website has been wiped off the internet.
Is that true? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the website that we used when we were doing our original research. It showed the explanation of Escrew Wineries and so on, their address, their number. And so let's go ahead and put in that exact same URL here. And what you'll find is a redirect and a landing page to this, just sort of a phone book of other wineries in the Napa Valley area. You will not find any more Escrew Winery, their landing page at all. It has been completely wiped clean from the internet. Well, that's strange. Let's at least go into the Wayback Machine and go ahead and check. Because the Wayback Machine has all of the websites all around the internet. There's always cataloged. Here we go. Here's January 3rd, 2026. That's good enough for me. That's before our report. And this would be something that was relatively recent this month. Let's go ahead and find it and look to see what was logged. I mean, the Wayback Machine wouldn't lie to us, right? But instead, it just spins and spins and spins. Sometimes you get a 503 error message. Sometimes it just sits here. And maybe there's some glitches in the Wayback Machine. I'm not exactly sure. There's some, rolling reports that maybe there's something wrong with the Wayback Machine. But it seems extremely odd that just won't show you what happens with this website. Seems like it's been completely scrubbed here from the original website and then scrubbed here. So who has the power to scrub these websites? How powerful are these people? Are they powerful enough to make apple cider vinegar? Is that what some of the wines were? Has Ilhan Omar's wines become vinegar? And more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, are you witnessing right now the devil's lie? As President Trump says, her entire life is a fraud. Proud to be part of the news cycle, doing the reporting that you demand. Please like, share, and subscribe to support us.